Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to announce that there's less than 1 week left for the giveaway, so don't forget to click the link down below, register for the giveaway, because it's a shift knob up to $100 of your choice for your car that you get to choose out. It's actually a pretty sweet giveaway, and I'm glad that I'm able to host it, so don't forget about that. It ends on the 27th of April, so next Friday. So make sure to enter before time runs out. Now, let's get the video started.
I want to install you. Today I'm going to be trying to install my oil catch can before I work. So that leaves me about an hour and 10 minutes to do it. So in the words of Deadpool, maximum effort. Nothing broke, but I did have an idea. So I'm taking the antenna up to the local parts store because the end that goes into the block, that's where the PCV valve is, and that's made of plastic, and it's really prone to breaking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a little pipe-to-pipe connector, so I can leave the current, that little 4 or 5 inch pipe currently connected, but then just tap into that, then run it into the line for the oil catch can without even having to touch the PCV. So we'll see if it works or not. Just an idea I had, because if that breaks, that's a huge problem, and I want to avoid that. Alright guys, so as you can see, the oil catch can has been mounted and hooked up. Now I did run the heater core, not the heater core, the heater hoses through the front end right here. So you can all down through there. Now I do apologize guys, I didn't get the best view of it and I wasn't able to film that much while actually installing the oil catch can. The car, we just jacked up the front and I ended up not using Calvin. I didn't use a lift, so just using normal jacks and jack stands. The car didn't get up high enough for me to actually be able to work on it and film at the same time. So there's a lot of footage that we didn't get, but essentially what we did was the stock hose that connects the PCV to the intake. All we actually did was just disconnect it from the intake side, put an adapter on it so we could hook it up to another piece of heater hose, and then just ran that back to the oil catch can instead of actually dealing with the PCV altogether, because hearing the horror stories from that and how the PCV is very fragile and breaks, I didn't even want to deal with it. So we came up with that little solution on how to bypass that, and it turned out really well, and it saved our hands from disconnecting it from the PCV side, which there's not enough room to begin with. So the only tip I can give you with this is let the car cool down before you start installing this. Don't drive it around, come back and immediately expect to install it. So I'm sorry guys, I don't have that great of an installation video and instructions, but it is actually pretty straightforward, and hopefully you guys who have yet to install an oil catch can, when you get under there, you can see exactly what I'm talking about and save yourself a lot of trouble and potentially a really expensive repair bill, as well as tearing apart pretty much the front end of the motor. Thank you guys so much for watching, and together to the top.